How to be your own lawyer, Monday, 5.
And if you were in the Navy Department in Washington in 1942, chances are you were covered by almost all the papers. I know I was. Until one of those papers, in triplicate of course, changed all that. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, more paperwork. What a surprise.
This one is, sir, your orders.
My orders. My orders. Lieutenant Commander Matthew Sherman, when directed in August 1942, detach, proceed. My orders. And report to Commander, Submarine Forces Asiatic Fleet, Manila, for duty as Commanding Officer, USS Sea Tiger. Air Priority 1 certified. Oh, Josie, I could kiss you.
Please do, sir.
My orders read, proceed directly to Manila Harbor. Unfortunately, no one connected with naval transport had read my orders. I was shipped to Reykjavik, redirected to Bombay, then rerouted to Manila, arriving 45 minutes after the Japanese Air Force.
Good morning, sir.
Lieutenant Commander Sherman reporting to my submarine. Can you point the way to the Sea Tiger?
Well, everything seaworthy is out of the harbor, sir. The Sea Tiger is right there.
I can't help thinking my submarine has violated Navy tradition by going down without her captain. I'm left with my orders and the remnants of a crew to give them to.
This is your chief of the boat, Chief Molumphrey. Ensign Stovall, your navigator. Chief Motor Machinist's mate, Tostin. Radio Technician Williams. Yeoman Hunkle. Seaman Gossett. Seaman Horwich. Seaman Broom. Seaman Conadera. Seaman Dooley. Seaman Fisher. Seaman Biggs. And Seaman Schindelbauer.
All right, man, you can relax. Where's the rest of the crew, Lieutenant Watson?
Gone, sir. They were shanghaied.
Shanghai?
Sir, every ship in the harbor is undermanned. Transfers started coming through 20 minutes after she went down.
Well, then why weren't the rest of your prom cards filled out?
Oh, we'll be transferred as soon as we put her out of her misery, sir. She's blocking the warp. We have to blow her up.
Oh, no.
No?
She's not going to be blown up. The Navy needs her, and we need her. Men, she may be down now, but we can make her seaworthy.
No way.
What?
Don't pay any attention to DG, sir.
DG?
Doom and gloom broom, sir. He's negative about everything. He sends guys in the hospital get sick cards.
No disrespect, sir. But how are we going to make the Sea Tiger seaworthy?
With grit and determination.
Can we also get a crane and pump?
Sea Tiger's afloat. But unless the port commander helps me get her operational and out to sea before the next air raid, I'll be captain of 2,000 tons of scrap metal. Sir, I'm not denying we've suffered some damage.
Damage? You've been sunk. What does it take to convince you? Maybe you should read your own report. Bulkheads, main ballast tanks and pressure hull ripped by bomb fragments. Engine room flooded. Main induction and ventilation wrecked. Torpedo tubes inoperable. All motor controls and reduction gears inoperable. Electrical equipment, wiring, gauges, gyro, radio. All you got out there is a periscope on top of 2,000 tons of scrap metal.
Fully operational periscope, sir.
Matt, maybe with major repairs and a complete overhaul, your boat could be made seaworthy. I mean, a functioning shipyard might be able to do it. But we have just been hit by thousands of tons of bombs. I wouldn't make book on getting a rowboat repaired around here.
We're not pipe dreaming about getting her into fighting trim. Just enough makeshift repairs to get her out to sea into the nearest subtender.
That would be the Bushnell at Darwin. 2,000 miles of ocean with the Japanese roaming all over it, and you're going to make it in a boat put together with 2 half hitches and a Band-Aid.
Sir, the Sea Tiger was built to fight. She deserves a better epitaph than commissioned 1941, sunk 1942, engagements, none, torpedoes fired, none. You can't let her go that way, sir. At least give her the chance to earn the champagne she was christened with.
Matt, please.
Sir, I'll be ordered back to Washington. I don't want to be the only captain to go down with his desk.
I'll give you 2 weeks to get it out of here, or we'll blow it up.
Fair enough, sir. Sir, 3 of my officers and 18 of my men have been reassigned. How can I get them back?
You can. If I start changing orders, there'll be questions I'd rather not answer. You'll just have to get by with the skeleton crew.
Sir?
All right, I'll get you what replacements I can as soon as possible.
Thank you, sir.
Captain, we got our replacement. How are we going to fit him on the boat, sir?
We may not have to. If we can't get the engine running, we can run a sail up on him.
We're reporting for duty aboard the Sea Tiger, sir.
Report to Yeoman Hunkle in the shed.
Yes, sir.
How is it, Mr. Watson?
Walking pretty, Captain.
All right. How are you coming with your repairs, Chief Molumphrey?
I've gone about as far as I can go.
What's left to be done?
Everything. I need deck plating, couplings and joints for the showers, sinks, and, what do you hear from the supply officer?
From what I hear, they're so short of everything they're down to rationing what they're out of. Put in another requisition.
Can't hurt.
Sir.
No.
Take a look at this.
What is that?
Well, I hope I'm wrong, sir, but with that suitcase, I'd say he's one of the new replacements.
Do you know him?
Only from the society pages of the Honolulu newspaper, sir. Lieutenant Nick Holden, the darling of the high brass social set. He and the Admiral's wife won the Rumba Championship 2 years in a row. I wonder how come he's running around loose.
They probably sunk the officers' club. All right, man, knock it off. Let's get back to work.
Lieutenant J.G. Nick Holden reporting for duty, sir.
Now, you'll have to excuse the men for staring, Mr. Holden, but it's unusual to see an admiral's aide without the admiral.
Well, sir, he was scheduled to be transferred here today. I was just sent ahead to make all the arrangements. And then this blockade went up.
And you're sort of stranded.
Captain Henderson assigned me to you, sir.
I see. Ever been on a sub before, Mr. Holden?
No, sir.
We can use a torpedo and gunnery officer. Any experience along those lines?
Guns? No, sir, I'm afraid not.
How about communication?
Sorry, sir.
Navigation?
Wish I could help you out.
Mr. Holden, before you became an admiral's aide, what did you do in the Navy?
Well, sir, I was primarily used as an idea man.
What does an idea man do?
I coordinated the Navy Day Parade in Milwaukee. And then I was the special liaison to the 11th Naval District.
Liaison to what?
Hollywood. I coordinated the designing of the recruitment posters. And then I was transferred to fleet headquarters in Honolulu.
Well, don't tell me you were given sea duty.
Oh, no, sir, no. No, I was the recreation officer at the Royal Arms Hotel.
Well, just for my information, Mr. Holden, what does an idea man do in a hotel?
Well, sir, the Navy had taken over the hotel for training its officers, and I saw to it that entertainment was provided.
Mr. Holden, have you ever been to sea?
Oh, yes, sir. Destroyer duty, sir.
Oh, how'd you find time to fit it in?
Oh, well, that was just a mistake, sir. But about a week after I left Honolulu, they got it all straightened out.
Oh, the Admiral? Or the Admiral's wife? You must be awfully upset, you being stranded out here. Unless it cost you the Rumba Championship this year. Mr. Stovall?
Yes, sir.
Show Mr. Holden to his quarters.
Aye, aye, sir.
Certainly not very yo-ho-ho, is he?
More yo-ho, heave-ho. It's this way, sir.
Hey, Chief, this is heavy. If it wasn't, I'd be carrying it. Put it in the shed.
What's your estimate, Chief Tostin? How soon can we have the Sea Tiger operational?
Well, I can patch up those engines, sir. But if we don't come up with those oil pump shafts, the only way we're going to leave here is by rowing.
Didn't Hunkle put through a requisition?
That's all we ever do, sir, is put through requisitions. We still never get anything. We get more action writing than Santa Claus.
Farewell to our loved ones at home.
Here you are, Lieutenant.
And our graves only fishes will weep. For we're all doomed to die alone.
Is he always so cheerful?
That's just the way he is. Don't mind him.
Yeah, well, I got a feeling that boy knows what he's talking about. You got any coffee?
Right this way.
Uncle! Uncle, why hasn't this part been replaced?
Because they said, look!
Relax, Uncle.
Yes, sir. I've sent through 5 requisitions.
Are you stamping them urgent?
I put in a requisition for it, sir.
For what?
For an urgent stamp, sir. We haven't got one.
You mean nothing's arrived from supply?
No, sir. Well, yes, that's right, nothing. And look at this. Last August when we were here, I put in a requisition for toilet paper. Every time we've been back since, I put through a follow-up order. All according to books, all through channels. I even submitted a sample of the material. So what happens? The whole thing just came back, stamped, cannot identify, requisition canceled. Now, I'm not complaining, sir. It's just this is the kind of thing I have been going through.
Take a letter, Hunkle.
Yes, sir.
From Commanding Officer, USS Sea Tiger, to Supply Officer, Navy Yard, Cassity, Philippines, via Commander, Submarine Force Asiatic Fleet. Subject, toilet paper. On 6 August 1941, this vessel submitted a requisition for 150 rolls of toilet paper. The requisition was returned with the stamp notation, cannot identify material required. 2. Commanding Officer, USS Sea Tiger, cannot help but wonder what is being used at the Cassity Supply Depot as a substitute for this unidentifiable material once well known to this command. 3.
Pardon me, sir. Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
Why?
Well, sir, up there, the boys would say that you're trying to make your point the hard way, putting through these requisitions. Sir, this is no time for regular channels. You've got to know how to beat the system. Have you got any cleaning fluid? I have a spot on my uniform.
No, sir, I'm afraid I don't.
How does one go about beating the system, Mr. Holden?
Very simple. All you need is a supply officer who knows all the back alleys.
You, Mr. Holden? I don't think so. You'd ruin your manicure.
Don't let this manicure fool you, sir. I was born and raised in a neighborhood they call Noah's Ark. You know why? Because if you didn't travel in pairs, you didn't make it. You just make out your shopping list, and I'll see what they have at the market.
You're not the volunteering type, Mr. Holden. Not within an angle. What is it?
Same as yours, sir. We both want to get this sub out of here. You so you can fight your war, and me? Well, I'm an optimist, sir. I figure that wherever we're headed, maybe I can swing a better deal than the one around here.
Well, maybe I'll regret it, Mr. Holden, but you're my supply officer.
Just appointed a supply officer. Oh.
Excuse me, sir. I need about 100 miles of wiring, insulation, and conduits.
Lieutenant, I've got to have a new reciprocating pump, oil pump shafts, and a trim control wheel.
And, here's mine. The important stuff's on top.
Okay, so what you're telling me, gentlemen, is that we need a submarine. Have we left anything out?
Here's mine, sir.
What do we get first, sir?
Well, I think we should start with the highest priority, toilet paper.
I don't seem to be able to understand this supply requisition, Lieutenant Holden.
Well, I can understand you're not understanding it. Sir, you see, what we need is writing paper about 4 inches wide and of indeterminate length.
I understand that, Lieutenant Holden. What I don't understand is why you need writing paper of those particular dimensions.
Japanese typewriters, sir. You see, we are using captured Japanese typewriters on the Sea Tiger, and naturally, they're very small. And that's the only size paper they'll take.
I never saw Japanese typewriters.
Good. Of course, the paper would have to be very lightweight and delicate.
Lightweight and delicate.
Correspondence would have to be sent by airmail.
You know, the only thing that I have that even remotely resembles that is toilet paper.
We'll take it.
Mr. Stovall?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Toilet paper, sir.
That would have been my second guess, Mr. Stovall. What are we doing with what looks like at least 50,000 rolls of toilet paper?
Hunkle ordered it, sir.
For what possible reason?
Well, it's Hunkle's rule of thumb, sir. You order more than you need in hopes that you get what you want. He didn't reckon with Lieutenant Holden's gift.
If those were torpedoes, we could wipe out the enemy.
Lieutenant, I'd like to accommodate you, sir, but I don't have the supplies you need. Oh, yes, you do. They're right here. These belong to the USS Dolphin, sir. I can't give them to you. That's against regulations.
But they haven't been delivered to the Dolphin.
Because we can't deliver them, sir. The Dolphin's at Cebu. She's on the other side of the blockade.
Then why not deliver them to us?
It's against regulations. You have got to have your own supplies.
But they haven't been delivered.
They're on their way. They left the States the same day that the Dolphin did. We just haven't been able to get them through that blockade.
All right, Chief. Both the Dolphin and our supplies are on the other side of the blockade, right?
Right.
The Sea Tiger and the Dolphin supplies are on this side of the blockade, right?
Right.
Now, why can't it be arranged for the Dolphin to take our supplies and we take their supplies? Now, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it makes sense.
Then why don't we do it?
Because it's against regulations, sir. buy me a ladder. Sir, I just don't think I'm cut out to be a scavenger. I used to break into a nervous rush when my library book was overdue. That is exactly the reason I chose you. You're so honest. Look at this face. Trustworthy, reliable. No. Let me do it. Let me do it. Get me the bolt cutters.
Bolt cutters?
Get the bolt cutters.
We haven't got any bolt cutters.
What? I forgot. Where are we going to get bolt cutters in the middle of the night? And don't worry, we'll manage. What is that?
Jeep, sir. MPs.
MPs. I knew we'd get caught. How close are they to us?
About 5 feet, sir.
Halt! Stay where you are.
Sergeant, kill that light.
What?
Kill the flashlight. You're endangering our lives.
Can I see some kind of identification? Slow and easy. Oh, sorry, Lieutenant. Why the blackface, sir?
Where's yours, Sergeant? Don't you know the penalty for breaking blackout regulations?
Well, yes, sir, but...
Don't play coy, Sergeant. You've read the new order from Admiral Nimitz.
What new order?
Regulation 37564. No naval personnel shall appear at night without face camouflage. A plane comes over, you look up. Don't look up. Moonlight bounces off your face. You give our position away. Now, a face like yours could do a lot of damage, Sergeant. I'm going to have to put you on report.
Honestly, sir, no one ever told me about it.
Well, you're told now, Sergeant. Now, black out that face.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sergeant.
Yes, sir?
Have you got a toolkit?
Well, yes, sir.
Are there any bolt cutters in it?
Well, I think so, sir.
Dooley, do the sergeant's face.
Here they are, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. We will see that you get these back first thing in the morning. You about finished, Dooley?
Yes, sir.
Good night, Sergeant.
Good night, sir.
Sir, we're in terrible trouble. That sergeant is going to report us.
Report us?
When he sees all this stuff is missing, he's going to know exactly who took what.
Hunkle, do you really think that a man who wears blackface for no explainable reason and is the very same man who helped us take these supplies is the kind of man who is going to report us?
Gentlemen, take what's yours. Bring it aboard. Gossett, move it.
Hey, look, Molumphrey. Brand new pump shaft.
Congratulations. Looks just like you.
Your new supply officer did quite a job, sir. Didn't he?
Oh, morning, sir.
Morning.
It's a good night for shopping, sir. Serve yourself and save.
Well, if I were you, Mr. Holden, I'd remove the price tags.
Price tags?
Yes, the ones that say USS Dolphin.
Oh, yes. Thank you, sir.
Dooley?
Coming, Chief.
Dooley, I need some pipe fittings.
We don't have any more.
Try Lieutenant Holden. Tell him we need something like an elbow joint.
Yeah, right, Chief.
Sir. Dooley. Well, how's it coming, Chief?
Slow. But it's coming, sir.
Chief, let me ask you something. How long have you been in service?
I've got hash marks up one sleeve under my armpit and about half a dozen in my pocket. What is it?
What is it?
Well, every time a skipper asks the chief how long he's been in the service, there's something he wants to ask or talk about.
Well, it's both. What do you think, Chief? Can we make it?
Well, we've got number 1 engine in shape. That'll take us out. Number 2, I won't know about until after I get it put back together.
What about 3 and 4?
I've been using them for parts for 1 and 2. But I'm a religious man, sir. And I believe we'll get through as long as the good Lord puts his mind to it. Only he's going to have to give us his undivided attention.
That's good enough.
Also, you're going to have to give us about half a dozen elbow joints.
I'm not going to make it, Lieutenant. I don't mean to complain, but I have 2 valves and 1 wheel. I need another wheel.
Okay. Lieutenant Holden, Chief Tostin needs elbow joints, sir. What are elbow joints?
You've seen them, sir, in the head under the sink? They look like elbows.
Oh, of course.
Lieutenant Holden.
What do you need, Chief Molumphrey?
I still got to do some patchwork on the torpedo room. I need about 6 feet of sheet metal.
I don't think I have any on me. I'll have to look for some. I thought I retired.
Good day, sir. We're all set, sir.
Very well.
Lieutenant, that just doesn't make any sense. We can't be out of it. Somehow, somewhere on this island, there's got to be some toilet paper. Oh, and while you're at it, I need a wall. Yes, a wall. I need about 6 feet of wall. Sheet metal. I'll call you back. Commander Sherman.
Morning, sir. Just coming to see if you're in. Are you in?
Not as in as I'd like to be.
Thank you, sir.
Commander Sherman, I had been aware there's been some wholesale scavenging going on, and up to now I've tried to ignore it, knowing the position you're in. But this time you've gone too far. Commander Sherman, I want my wall back.
I'm not sure that we have it, sir.
Well, I'm sure you have it. You have everything else. Now, what did you want to see me about?
I've revised my estimate of the Sea Tiger, sir. I think we have her in fighting trim. All she needs now to get into action is her orders.
Well, you've got your orders. As of right now, Matt, you've got orders to check in with a psychiatrist.
Sir, the Sea Tiger... Air raid. I have to get back my boat, sir.
Oh. Hoskins, give me the shore batteries. What? All the lines are down. I'll go with you.
Here's the front seat, sir.
Mr. Watson's checking. Well, a couple of them came in close enough for us to spit at, and with that deck gun dismantled, that's about all we could do.
I'm afraid that's it, Matt. Whenever they're in the mood, they know exactly where you are.
Sir, request permission to get underway immediately.
Underway? In this?
We've made amazing progress, sir.
But she can't even submerge. You ride on top in daylight, and you're a dead duck.
Chief Molumphrey?
Yes, sir.
Will this boat go down?
Like a rock, sir.
What about the plates, Mr. Watson?
Tight as a drum, sir.
And the engine, Chief Tostin?
Factory fresh, sir.
What do you say, sir?
I say take your scavengers and these liars and get out of here.
Thank you, sir.
And good luck.
Oh, sir, what about our orders?
I'll radio them in 12 hours, Captain, assuming you're still afloat.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, this wouldn't be the rest of my wall.
I wouldn't know, sir.
Any casualties we get hit? Everyone's okay, sir. And you are better than okay, Molumphrey. I got your paint for the boat. Whoa-ho! I bought a truckload off an old lady whose yacht got bombed. Gray and pink.
Pink. Pink paint.
Undercoating.
Undercoating is either red or white.
Molumphrey, pink is a combination of red and white.
Oh. Broom! Harwich! Get this stuff aboard!
Aboard? Aren't you going to paint the boat?
Not now. We're going into action.
Into action? You mean fight? Up there? You can't take this boat out there. No way. She's not equipped. She's got a Jeep wheel she has bathroom fixtures. She's put together with junk. I know. I got the junk. Out there? We don't even know if she can go under there.
Mr. Holden, I promise you we'll be able to submerge. Coming up might be a bit of a problem.
Set the maneuvering watch.
Aye, sir. Stand by your lines.
Look out aloft.
Bring topside, proceed.
Maneuvering watch set, sir. Very well.
Start number one engine. Engine room bridge. Start number one engine. Start number one engine. Start number one engine. Tail the engine room. Anytime they're ready. Engine room bridge. Start number one engine whenever you're ready.
Oh, that's a witch doctor, sir. I found him in the hills.
You found him in the hills?
Yes, sir, and I hired him.
You hired?
To ward off evil spirits, sir, and to wish us a safe journey. I think we're going to need all the help we can get. When he saw the boat, he doubled his price.
Mr. Holden, I'll give you exactly 1 minute to get those... Take in all lines!
Take in all lines! Take it in, sir!
Full left rudder. Control room bridge. Full left rudder. All back 2/3. All back 2/3.
They'll never make it.
1700. We're 1 hour underway, and the Sea Tiger is still afloat and intact. It's time to take Our Lady down and see how she holds up under pressure. As I gave Mr. Watson orders to submerge, I couldn't help thinking I may have made a mistake in not finding out whether Mr. Holden's witch doctor made boat calls. Mr. Watson?
We're level at 5'8" feet, sir. Trim satisfactory.
Good. All right, take it to 100 feet.
Take her to 100 feet.
Check all compartments for leaks.
All compartments, check for leaks. Report to control.
All compartments check for leaks. Report to control.
I think we're going to bust open like a rotten tomato.
Being so negative, Broom. Think positive.
Right, sir. I'm sure we're going to bust open like a rotten tomato.
Chief, look at this. We're sinking.
We're diving. Take a look around. Check for leaks.
Leaks? Yeah, what do I do if I find one?
Swim.
85 feet, sir. 87. 94 feet, sir.
We're gonna make it, sir. We only need 6 feet.
All you ever need is 6 feet.
$100 sir. Fair trim.
All compartments report watertight, sir.
Thank you. Take her to 50 feet, Mr. Watson.
Take her to 50 feet.
I'll be in my quarters. I expect orders at 0600.
Aye, aye, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night, Mr. Watson.
Captain?
Mm-hmm.
We have our orders, sir.
Oh, come in. Well, what are they?
We are to proceed at full speed out to Marion Island. 13.5 degrees north, 122 degrees east. To rendezvous with Admiral Hatfield, 9 September 1942 at 1400. The Admiral's to be transported to Cebu.
Transport Admiral Hatfield? What is Henderson doing? Turning this into a cruise boat? Better tell Molumphrey to break out the shuffleboard.
There's more, sir.
Oh, yeah?
You will engage no enemy shipping.
What?
Repeat, you will engage no enemy shipping. That's it, sir.
I guess it is. Thank you, Gossett.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Gallardo, go Gallardo. Where are you going with that tray?
To Mr. Holden's stateroom, sir.
To Mr. Holden's stateroom? I'll take the tray, Gallardo. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Holden.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Well, sit down. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
No, not at all, sir.
This war must be a great inconvenience to you, Mr. Holden.
I try to make the best of it, sir.
Oh, you have. Why did you join the Navy?
Well, because I needed an officer's uniform, sir. You see, when I was a very small boy, I was the victim of some vicious propaganda. People kept telling me that money wasn't everything. And I believed them. That is, until I realized that the only ones who said it were the ones who had it.
What makes a uniform a blue-chip investment?
Oh, it's not the uniform itself, sir. It's the contacts.
Oh, such as the Admiral and his dancing wife, huh?
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant, you've been too long without an Admiral. Tomorrow at 1400, you will rendezvous with Admiral Hatfield at Marion Island and escort him back to this boat. Mr. Watson will fill you in on the details.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, one more thing. I know you're unfamiliar with the way the Navy functions at sea. But we fight together, we live together, and we eat together. Now, you have exactly 3 minutes to get off your mattress and report to Mr. Watson. You're going to learn something about a submarine if we have to pump it into you intravenously.
Oh, well, sir, if you're referring to the breakfast here, it's just that, well, sir, the scuttlebutt is that, that at daybreak we're going to try to submerge. Yes. And the way I look at it, the condemned man eats a hearty meal.
Oh. Mr. Holden, it's past daybreak, and we are submerged.
We are? You mean there's water up there?
A considerable amount, Mr. Holden. You nervous? We're stable. from now on, I'd appreciate your presence in the wardrobe for all meals.
I'll go immediately, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's too late. You missed breakfast.
Wheel of Fortune, Saturday at 7:30.
We've been at anchor for over an hour, and we're still missing one lieutenant, one admiral, and most of the war. Well, we may have caught up with part of it.
Still no sign of Mr. Holden, Chief?
No, sir. He's been ashore more than an hour.
No more smoke, eh?
No, sir. It could have been a bombing raid on the other side of the island, or maybe even guerrilla warfare. There's Mr. Holden.
Mr. Holden is coming back, sir.
War is hell, Mr. Watson.
Holy smokers!
What is it, Chief? Isn't the admiral with Mr. Holden?
If he is, he's got one heck of a chest. Sorry, sir.
Army nurses. Where's the admiral?
Who cares?
That statue on the bridge there is alive and well, and to the best of our knowledge is our skipper.
He doesn't seem too friendly.
Oh, don't let him frighten you, Lieutenant. He's a little foul-tempered, you know, but I'm sure there's a good side to him that none of us have ever seen. Major Hayward, perhaps it would be a good idea if you and I went up first to greet the commander. Major Hayward, start up, you want to... Major Hayward, Commander Sherman.
Major.
Captain, Lieutenant Holden was kind enough to invite us to go with you.
Oh? Well, the Major and her unit were stranded, sir.
You see, we landed here to refuel, and this admiral commandeered our plane. He said he was tired of waiting for the slowest boat in the Navy. Oh, that wasn't you, was it, sir?
Was your admiral Admiral Hatfield?
Yes.
That was us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my.
Well, we've got another chance, sir. Admiral Hatfield's plane was shot down at Karakulong. He wants us to pick him up there. He doesn't want to fly anymore.
Well, that's where he is. That's where we're going to get him.
Good. And there's a harbor there, sir. We can paint the boat. She needs it. She's starting to rust.
Oh, Captain, there's an Army airfield there, and we could catch up with our transport if you could,
Oh, well, you're welcome aboard, Major.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, Lieutenant.
Ladies? Here we go. Here's the hit. There we go. Okay, nice and easy. That's it. Careful, careful, careful.
Lieutenant Colfax. Lieutenant Reed. Lieutenant Durand.
Sorry, sir.
Here we go. Okay.
Thank you.
And Lieutenant Crandall.
Lieutenant Holden, will you see the ladies below, please?
Yes, sir. Follow me, ladies.
I seem to be stuck.
Lieutenant Watson, on sticker.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Major Hayward?
Yes, sir.
We're approximately 72 hours from Karakulong. Your nurses being women and our men being men. And living in confined quarters and fairly close contact, well, it could create situations inconsistent with normal submarine operations.
The nurses are all well acquainted with the facts of life, Captain.
So are the men, Major. I'm just trying to avoid any exchange of information.
Yes, sir.
Hey. It works. Hold it. I'm gonna go tell the captain.
What's up?
Never mind what's up. What's coming down.
Mr. Watson, I think you should assemble a crew and instruct them to ignore completely the fact that our passengers are women.
I'll do that immediately, sir.
It's not soon enough, Mr. Watson.
Sir, the men are not to blame. It was an instinctive response. The repressed feelings that have unexpectedly been released. A 5-iron. The golf clubs.
You had to utilize them, Mr. Holden. Didn't think you'd object.
Oh, no, sir, I do not object. However, I can't speak for the Admiral. They're his clubs.
Mr. Stovall?
Here, sir.
Major Hayward and the nurses will occupy the chief's quarters in my stateroom. The chiefs will bunk with the men. Move my gear in with Mr. Watson. You will stay with Mr. Holden.
Yes, sir.
Captain, is there someplace we can wash? A shower aboard the ship?
Boat, Major.
Boat.
Captain, I would be very happy to work out a shower schedule with the nurses.
Well, Mr. Stovall can arrange that, Mr. Holden.
Yes, sir. You'll be allowed to use it between 0630 and 0650. You'll each be allowed a minute and a half.
A minute and a half?
Problem of fresh water supply. Anything else, sir?
Show the ladies to their quarters.
Nurses, Captain.
I will take the ladies to their quarters, sir. Follow me, nurses.
Captain.
Yes?
Most of our luggage was lost. Now, we've been in these uniforms for several days, and I was wondering if you might have a surplus of clothes that we might wear until we wash these.
Hey, I'm sure we can help you out, Major. Our supply officer, Mr. Holden, has an extensive line.
I know.
Of uniforms. And if he can't help you out, I'm sure you'll find plenty of other volunteers.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome, Major. Mr. Watson, let's get underway.
Aye, aye, sir. Stations for getting underway.
You are taller, aren't you?
Determined to catch up with Admiral Hatfield, I've ordered full speed ahead and set the shortest course for Karakolong, although it means passing through the Japanese blockade. While we were operating in enemy waters, Mr. Holden was operating in much more friendly territory.
Lieutenant Reed, where are you? Hey, let me see. 36, 24, and 36.
Perfect.
I have to agree. There you are, Lieutenant. What you doing?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
You devil. Okay, 36, 24, 35.
Now, you've given me your age and your IQ, Lieutenant, but what does the last number mean?
Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Okay, Lieutenant, here you are. These are your little shorts
Thank
there.
you, Lieutenant.
This one. Lieutenant Crandall.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant, you are much too broad-shouldered.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. Molumphrey is about your size. Now, Molumphrey's quarters are right next to the cruise showers.
Thank you very much.
Oh, most welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Major Hayward. Major, I think this will do nicely.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant.
You're welcome.
Oh, and for your records, 35, 25, 36.
Lieutenant Duran? Lieutenant Duran? Lieutenant? Ah. Lieutenant, where did you get those?
From Alvin.
Alvin?
Alvin Hunkle. He thought you might not have enough for all of us.
Well, Alvin was wrong. I think I can fit you perfectly. In fact, I'm sure of it.
What is that?
The captain's taking her down.
We're underwater.
Mm-hmm. You nervous? Yeah, well, I was nervous, too, the first time I went under.
I'm all right now.
You know, Hunkle's clothes do nothing for you. Why hide our treasures in a shopping bag? Why don't you come with me? I'll find something.
Hey, no, I'm comfortable in these. Back home on the farm, I always wore overalls.
Where was the farm?
In Idaho.
Oh, we're listening again.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Oh, why does the boat do that?
We're trimming our ballast.
What's that mean?
Well, it's kind of like shifting weights on a scale to make it balance. Whoa! There we go again. So, we're in Idaho.
Oh, it's a small town. You probably never heard of it.
Try me.
Mr. Holden?
Excuse me. Yes, sir.
When you're through with the pharmacist, mate, you relieve Mr. Watson on watch.
The pharmacist, mate, sir?
Yes, that inner ear problem. I'm worried about you. You keep losing your balance. Excuse me.
Captain.
Yes.
I'd like to thank you.
For what? To rescuing you from Lieutenant Holden?
Yes, for rescuing us from the island. You know what an inconvenience is?
I'm sorry. We must be trimming our ballast.
I've heard that one before, Captain.
Good evening, Chief. Sir? Chief, this is a first. I've never known you to surface when we're running.
There's them women. I told you, sir. Having a woman on board is bad luck. And if having one on board is bad luck, what do you think 5 women are going to give us?
What do you want me to do, Chief? Throw them overboard?
It's something to think about, sir.
Well, it's just a superstition. Women aren't...
She's a Japanese spy.
Major Hayward thought the clothes would dry faster in the engine room. You know, with all the heat and everything. Well, I hung them on the wheel, and I didn't realize the clothes were so heavy, and... Is everyone all right?
No, I'm not.
Lieutenant, why don't you go to your quarters?
Well, what about the clothes, sir?
The Chief and I will work that out.
Right, sir. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all wet, sir.
Oh, let me dry you off.
No, thank you, Lieutenant. I'm in the engine room. I'll dry quickly. Good night.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night.
What do we do with that?
We hang it up, Chief. The sooner it dries, the sooner we'll get it out of here. You hold this. I'll tie it off. I wonder if we should wash this again or spin on the floor. I suppose we... Well, I think we have that pretty nicely. Good night, Chief.
Good night.
I'm terribly sorry about what happened. I'd like to speak to the chief. Is he in the engine room?
Yes, but I'm afraid it's no woman's land.
I owe him an apology.
Chief Tostin?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry about any of the problems we've caused you.
Yes, ma'am. Good night, ma'am.
You really got your hands full here, haven't you? Half of these parts don't even belong in a submarine.
No offense, ma'am. But what would you know about machinery?
Well, no offense, Chief, but I was raised with machinery. My father was chief engineer of the Seattle power plant. You're going to have trouble with this if you don't install a new valve spring.
You can't install a new valve spring if you don't have one.
Well, let me think about it. I might be able to solve your problem.
You're going to jump ship.
Good night, Chief.
Dooley! Yes, Chief. Dooley, put these clotheslines somewhere where I can't see them.
Okay, Chief.
You all right?
Yeah. When I was a kid and something went wrong, I'd kind of make a game out of it. I'd list all the bad things on one side of a sheet of paper, then list all the good things on the other side. Somehow they always balanced out, and I felt better. Today, the bad things are, my boat is still running on 2 engines. I have 5 non-regulation Army nurses aboard. And although I have orders to pick up an admiral, we've run into a storm that's slowing us down. On the good side, you know, that was a stupid game I played when I was a kid.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning. How's your shower, sir?
Non-existent. I can't get in there.
Good morning, Captain.
Morning, Gallardo.
Coffee, Captain?
Yes, thank you, Gallardo. What's the word on the storm?
Well, according to the meteorological report, we should outrun it within an hour.
Good. We've got to get to Carrickaloon on schedule. We can't afford to miss that admiral again.
Sit down, Captain, and I'll bring you a drink.
Thank you, Gallardo. Where's Gallardo from?
Philippines, I guess, sir. Why?
Oh, thank you, Gallardo. Speech pattern sounds different.
You might ask Hunkle, sir.
Hunkle?
You signed him aboard.
Right. If the storm gets any worse, we're in trouble.
It's already slowing us down, sir. We're losing a couple of knots.
Better than losing the boat.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir.
We're lifting, sir.
Yes, I noticed that.
What's Molumphrey doing?
Well, we have a leaky valve, sir. We're losing hydraulics in the stern plane.
Can he fix it?
Oh, we're trying, sir. It will help if we can stay on the surface.
We can't do that. There are too many enemy aircraft in the area.
Oh, I suppose if we don't have to dive suddenly or run deep, sir, we should be able to make it to Carrickaloon.
Do you want some coffee, Mr. Stovall?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I need some coffee. I gotta take my shower.
I'll take the table, sir.
Good luck with it, Mr. Watson.
Mr. Watson?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm having a little trouble. I can't seem to get it to work. I think there's something wrong with the shower head.
Oh?
Would you help me?
Yes, sure.
I'd like to apologize again, Captain, for causing the trouble in the engine room.
Oh, well, that's quite all right. Are you sure you followed the instructions?
Yes, I did. I turned this one, and this one, and this one.
All right.
I think that's what I did. Well, at least let me dry you off.
No, that's quite all right.
Clever shower schedule you worked out, sir. It saves water.
Oh, no. I was just showing you how to operate.
Sir, it's your boat if you want to have these showers.
No.
I forgot my shower cap. Would you hold this, please? I'll be right back. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Uncle. Uncle? Gallardo.
Gallardo?
Yes, the best steward. You signed him on. What do you know about him?
Well, I didn't. I
I didn't sign him on, sir. It must have been Mr. Stovall. We had so many men reporting for duty, sir, that... Excuse me.
Thank you, Captain. I'll be just a minute and a half.
That's all right.
Sir,
yes.
I hope you don't mind a little professional advice, but you look a little peaked, tense. When a person's nervous and irritable, you can be sure there's something he's not getting enough of. Vitamins and minerals. Oh, dear, what you need isn't in here.
I didn't think it would be.
But they're in my other pillbox. I'll get them.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. Don't bother, Lieutenant.
It's no bother, sir.
No, you can give it to me later.
All right. I'll be out in a...
minute and a half.
Right.
Captain, you gotta get that woman and the thing out of my engine room, sir.
The Major?
Yes, sir. If you don't, you're gonna have a mutiny on your hands.
Later, Chief.
Now, sir.
No, but all right, Dooley, you stand guard here. Lieutenant Crandall can come out, but nobody can go in. The next shower is mine. It's mine. The next shower is mine.
I don't care what she says, sir. I don't want it in my engine room.
What?
That.
It's only temporary, sir.
Captain, what are you gonna do about it?
Well, it looks like it works.
That thing going up and down, it's indecent.
Chief, what other choice do we have?
None, sir. Not until we make a valve spring.
What do you mean, we?
I'll draw up the design. You can turn it out. Excuse me.
I don't want that thing around me all day.
I know the feeling, Chief.
Chief, I'm gonna go take my shower.
What goes up must come down. Everybody thinks what goes down must come up unless it sinks.
Is he always like that?
No, sometimes he gets depressed.
Oh, it's amazing how compact everything is.
Well, you know, in a submarine, you have to learn how to operate in very close quarters.
Good morning, Lieutenant.
Good morning.
Sir?
Good morning, Mr. Stovall. Lieutenant Duran would like to look through the periscope.
There's nothing out there but ocean. But if you like ocean, just walk her easy.
A walker easy?
Turn it very slowly.
You're doing it very well.
Thank you.
Just terrific.
Well, what's that ship out there?
Ship! Hold on. Holy cow, we got a sitting duck. Well, were you looking at a ship or a farm? Oh, yeah, it's a tanker and a good one. At least 8,000 tons of her.
And she's riding low. Means she's still loaded, sir.
Number 1 tube is operational, sir.
All we need is one shot. This boat wasn't meant to be an old maid.
All right, Mr. Stovall, let's go duck hunting. You line her up, I'll get the captain.
You better get below, Lieutenant.
Load torpedo. Tube 1.
Load torpedo, tube 1.
Captain, we've made contact, sir. What? An enemy tanker off our starboard side. She's tied up in the harbor, just begging to be sunk.
We have orders, Lieutenant. We're not to engage in battle.
Sir, it won't be a battle. One shot and she's gone.
No semantic games, Mr. Holden.
Captain, I understand the moral dilemma you're facing.
Lieutenant, you're not even remotely acquainted with morality, and it's not a dilemma, it's a frustration, a tail-griping frustration. But I have my orders, and I intend to obey them, and you, mister, could make things much easier if you'd stop trying to beat the system.
Sir, I am not trying to beat the system. I'm trying to beat the enemy. There is enough oil in that tanker to keep the blockade going for another month.
Mr. Holden, why you're wearing that uniform is your business. But what it does while it's on this boat is my business, and it's going to obey orders or be confined to quarters. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
We're on target, sir.
Negative. Secure from battle stations, torpedo, down scope.
But, sir, the way she's waiting, she'll sink like one of my mother's donuts.
No, Chief.
Captain?
Lieutenant, will you get below?
They're vitamin pills.
Will you get below? No! Up scope.
Did I do something wrong?
What happened, sir?
We've just sunk a truck. Let's get out of range of those shore batteries.
Sir, where's Lieutenant Crandall? She went to her quarters, sir. She couldn't help it. It was an accident.
Exactly what I plan to tell her, Lieutenant.
Captain?
Yes, Chief?
I'm ashamed of myself, sir. I know how you want this boat to get in action and how tough it was for you to follow those damn orders. I shouldn't have made it any tougher.
Forget it, Chief. Herbert, I gotta tell you, it's not tough. It's murder. You just have to try to bear with it.
Captain, flooding in the radio room. Captain, flooding in the radio room.
Hey, hold it!
One of those shells hit us.
Here, stop. Take some out of it.
Block 5.
David's control, Chief. One, hold this one. All right, seal it off. Back one. Dog it.
What's our next move?
What do you think, Chief?
Well, sir, either we can tie up somewhere and jury patch it.
Or
we can sink.
Tough choice. Where's the nearest naval base?
our destination, sir. Karakulong.
We'll never make it.
Where's the nearest island?
Mingus.
Now, they have no docking facility.
Well, there's an inlet that I remember, sir. If we dam it up and we pump it out, I think we can manage our repairs.
Well, we've got her in dry dock. I should paint her.
Paint her? Chief, we have an admiral waiting for us. Again.
We'll do it while we're making repairs. There won't be any loss of time.
How long do you estimate it will take?
Well, sir, if the men sleep on the beach and we work around the clock in shifts, 48 hours. 36 hours. Maybe less.
Mr. Holden?
Yes, sir.
Set up a schedule for the work detail. Chief Molumphrey estimates it'll take about 36 hours. Anything you can do to shorten that will be appreciated.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, gentlemen, let's set our course for Mingus.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mingus Island is seductive, more conducive to play than to work. Chief Molumphrey and his painting crew are relaxing, while the rest of us have the Sea Tiger out on a shakedown cruise. One of the principal players, of course, is Mr. Holden. We have, however, managed to make our repairs and give the boat a pink undercoat, saving the gray for the finish coat.
No leaks. It's working beautifully.
Admiral Hatfield still wants to keep the rendezvous, sir. Our delay gave him a chance to recuperate. They're asking for confirmation.
Affirmative.
I can't confirm, sir. The transmitter isn't working.
Keep trying. Chief Molumphrey did a great job.
But will it work, sir? I mean, using wood.
Well, it may seem somewhat innovative, Mr. Stovall, but back in the States, there's talk about possibly making an entire boat out of wood.
We're stable, sir, and all compartments are holding.
Mr. Watson, we have ourselves a boat. Take her up.
Aye, aye, sir. Stand by to surface.
Success. Lieutenant, I award you this coconut.
I consider it an honor, sir, and I'll wear it proudly. I thought that was supposed to be done on both cheeks.
Only by amateurs.
I
I hear planes.
Let's try it again. You're supposed to hear bells.
I hear bells.
I hear planes.
Sir. Do we dive? Come on! He's a very powerful swimmer, sir, but he's not going to get out here in time. We've got to dive. No. Mr. Stovall, get below. Watch him give my hand. All right, sir.
Sir, I just wanted to thank you for the risk you took. A risk I should not have had to take, Mr. Holden. Your inability to accept responsibility endangered the lives of everyone on board this boat. I put you in charge of a work party, and you turned it into a beach party. But I shouldn't bother you with the problem of command, because I doubt that you will ever have one. Mr. Holden, you are confined to quarters until we reach Carrick-a-Long, at which time I am transferring you off of this boat and, if possible, out of this Navy. That is all.
Captain, that wasn't all Lieutenant Holden's fault. Everybody was kind of drunk on fresh air and palm trees. It was, stupid. It was stupid.
Yes, stupid.
It was stupid.
Thank you, Molumphrey. Maybe I overreacted.
Yes, sir. Stupid.
He saved our skin. This battle he did win. But it was foolish for him to try. For if not today, tomorrow we die.
How you feeling, Dolores?
Fine, thanks, but very stupid.
Stupid?
I've been thinking about all the problems I've given you. The engine room, the torpedoes. With me around, you don't need the enemy. I owe you an apology.
No, I owe you one. I was on my way to make it yesterday, and the war got in the way, so I'm sorry.
I accept. Could you tell me what it was for?
If you don't remember what it was for, I retract the apology. Oh, I lost my temper in the control room.
Captain, we picked up Tokyo Rose on the radio, sir.
Oh, I'll be right there, Stovall. See you later, Dolores.
Goodbye, sir.
Before our next number, I have a message for the crew of that pink submarine cruising somewhere in the Celebes Sea.
How did she know we were pink?
Fellows, start the new year off right. Surrender. We don't know what you're up to, but it won't work. All you've done painting yourself pink is to make it easier for us to find you.
That's not good news.
So why die, boys? And now, an appropriate number.
She's right, sir. A pink submarine is an awful easy target to spot. What are we going to do?
We hide, Mr. Watson, till one of our own ships sights us. She'll escort us in.
Yes, Commander.
Just checked with British, Australian, and Dutch naval units. They have no pink submarines.
Well, it's certainly not one of ours.
Well, intelligence feels that Tokyo Rose broadcast is a decoy to slip one of their own subs through.
Well, that's one trick they won't get away with. Notify all Allied naval units. Any unidentified submarines, pink or otherwise, to be sunk on sight.
Yes, sir.
Destroyer, bearing 275 degrees.
That's one of ours.
Well, how do you want to contact them, sir? Our radio still isn't transmitting.
By visual signal. Stand by the surface. Get Gossett up here. Down scope.
Stand by to surface. Seaman Gossett, report to the conning tower.
Sir, it's a pink sub.
Down general quarters. Mr. Morrison, take that submarine under fire.
Aye, aye, sir.
All ahead flank, crash dive. Take her deep.
I thought that destroyer was one of ours.
It is, but they don't know we're one of theirs.
They're diving, sir.
Stand by to roll depth charges.
sir. Captain, what if we try to convince him we're sunk? Stuff everything that floats in the torpedo tube and send it to the surface.
It's an old trick, sir, but we need all the help we can get, sir.
All right, Molumphrey, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Go! And go! I am afraid we can't use this broom. Thank you, though.
Sir? Ladies' underwear, Hunkle?
Well, I took it because they gave it.
Relax, Hunkle.
Yes, sir. I took it because they gave it to me, sir. And, well, there will be some help, and frankly, we need as much help as we can get, sir.
And that may be an understatement, Hunkle. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Come on, move it! Go! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
We're ready with yours, sir.
Fire.
Skipper, look. We sunk them. So we've sunk something.
Damn. It's gotta be a trick. Continue depth charges. Guess they're not buying it.
No, but we're going to if we don't do something.
Molumphrey, break out a Momsen lung. Mr. Watson, may I talk to you in private for a moment?
Aye, sir.
Mr. Watson?
What's the Momsen lung for, sir?
I'm going to try to make it to the surface.
You can't do it. A Momsen lung is operational to about 100 feet. We're far beyond its operational depth. It's an awful risk, sir.
I'm aware of the risk, Mr. Watson. I'm unaware of any options. If we can get someone to the surface in a Yankee uniform, they can yell stop in a language they can understand.
If he makes it.
Mr. Watson, you're in charge of the boat until I return.
We only have one Momsen lung.
That's all we need.
But it's not working. It needs adjusting.
Then adjust it.
Captain, you're not thinking of going up there in this thing, are you?
Captain, sir, request permission to go ashore. I have the uniform. I'd like to make the trip.
Mr. Holden?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that out of character?
I don't think so, sir. One of those is going to hit us eventually. And if I have to have a funeral, I don't just want to be one of the guys. A name on a list.
I thought you grew up in Noah's Ark territory. Never traveled alone.
Well, I'm gaining wisdom with age, sir. I've become a private person I don't want to share anymore. Especially my death.
Do you have that ready yet?
Almost. Captain, no disrespect, sir, but I think it would be a good idea if the lieutenant used it. He's got 10 years on you, sir. Could make a big difference.
Remember that extra 20 feet, sir.
I was on the fleet swimming team, sir.
Well, I don't want to disappoint you or Mr. Watson or Molumphrey, so go ahead. Good luck.
It'll just take a minute, sir. Have to secure it.
By the way, Captain, in that little dialogue between you and Mr. Watson, how come that was outside my stateroom? Were you planning to go through with this, or was that all for my benefit?
Secure.
In other words, sir, did I volunteer, or was I volunteered?
I'll let you know when you return. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Let's surface and pick up Mr. Holden.
Finally, Carrick-Along, and finally on time, assuming Admiral Hatfield is still on the island.
More coffee, Captain.
Yes, thank you, Gallardo. No, thank you, Gallardo.
Sir, the Admiral's launch is approaching, and Mr. Holden and the nurses are waiting to go ashore.
Thank you, Mr. Watson.
Sure, I'll make a fresh pot of coffee in case the Admiral wants some.
Right.
Mr. Stovall!
Here, sir.
Stovall, where's Gallardo from?
I don't know, sir.
You signed him on.
No, I didn't. Hunkle did.
Hunkle said you did. Never mind.
To whom do I report, Captain?
We haven't had a chance to cut your orders yet, Mr. Holden, so they'll be verbal.
Yes, sir.
I've arranged to have you assigned to the submarine Sea Tiger.
Here, sir?
Well, I have some influence with the commanding officer. He's a son of an admiral, but he appreciates good men.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Holden, now that you've rejoined our ranks, one question. What's Gallardo's name?
Beg your pardon?
Ramon Gallardo, our mess steward. What's his real name?
Kimi Yoshizaki,
Japanese?
sir. Well, no, he's an American, but of Japanese descent. He's an old friend.
And you stowed him away on my boat?
Yes, sir. You see, Kimi wound up in an internment camp in Manila, and when the reprisal started after the bombing raid, I just didn't want anything to happen to him.
Mr. Holden, I'm afraid you're going to take offense at what I'm about to say, but you're a fraud.
I try, sir.
If you want to be thought of as a con man, you're going to have to do a better job. Right now, Mr. Holden, you're in danger of being known as a sentimentalist, maybe even a humanist.
Yeah, can't let that happen, can we?
I'll keep your secret.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Captain, Admiral Hatfield is coming aboard, sir.
Right, Mr. Watson?
Aboard the welcome boat, sir.
Ensign Stovall will show you to your quarters, sir.
Thank you, Captain.
This way, sir.
Major Hayward, you and your nurses may use my boat.
Thank you, sir.
There's a plane waiting at the airstrip. They'll take you to the nearest Army base.
Yes, sir. Thank you and goodbye, sir.
Bye, Major.
Bye.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye, Lieutenant.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. Take care.
I will. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Give me something to remember you by.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
Goodbye, Barbara. Hey, you never gave me the name of the little town.
What town?
The town in Idaho.
Pocatello.
I'll see you. Goodbye.
Captain!
Yes, sir. Is there something wrong, sir?
You've got a jeep wheel on the trim control, golf clubs operating the Kingston valves, and a girdle in the engine room.
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
Any skipper who can keep this boat in fighting trim deserves every commendation in the book. Right now, I hope you'll be satisfied with a salute. Captain, I'm proud to be aboard your boat.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the crew, I thank you.
As you were.
What's that?
Oh, the planes are taking off, sir.
Why? Why?
Captain! There's a flight of bombers headed this way. Orders have come through to clear the airstrip. Transfer all operational aircraft to Cebu.
Sir, one of those is the nurse's plane. What do we do?
Well, Mr. Holden, I guess we'll have to invite them on board.
Yes, sir. Nurses, would you like to come aboard?
It's like asking Jonah if he wants to take another trip with the whale.
Stations for getting underway.
Aye, aye, sir. Clear the deck! Stand by to raise the anchor!
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Holden.
Mr. Holden.
Yes, sir.
You think we'll ever get the nurses off this boat?
With any luck, sir, no.